All right. Okay. I apologize if you can hear some noises in the background. We have a lot of people in the house today, unfortunately. Yeah, and yeah. So we're almost ready to begin. So yeah, I hope everyone has a had a good New Year's day or celebration or whatever, and I hope everyone is staying safe and careful and all that. I apologize for missing the day on previously on the 24th of December because my PC kind of died. The old motherboard just gave out, which is understandable. It was 5 years old, so it was 2 years past its warranty date. But anyway, I got a new PC, so I mean, not all parts. But anyway, let's begin. Um, Hello, welcome to The Longing. The Longing is a unique and unusual mix of adventure and idle game. The game centers around the concept of waiting as a time mechanic. The game is developed by Studio Seufz, heavily inspired by the central German Kyffhäuser event, or yeah, Kyffhäuser event, Kyffhäuser legend. Sorry. Um, the I am Studio Seufz. I am a video gamer and let's player, and I've been making videos since 2010, and I've been streaming since 2014. Uh, so you know, and the event we are working, this game is part of, is the Game and Train Mixer Online by Studio Goethe at Max. Studio Goethe. I'm so sorry. Goethe Institut and Stiftung Digitale Spielekultur. The Goethe Institute is at Max Mueller Bhavan, and it's about Germany's cultural institute active worldwide. So, without further ado, let us begin straight into it. This is the longing. Let me change the thing actually, so you can actually see. All right. So this is the longing. You play as this character. This is the shade. Hey man. So the thing about the longing is, it's about waiting. The game, at the start of the game, you are created by this sleeping king that we're going to go see. And you have to spend 400 days, real time. This is real time, 400 days. When the king will awaken and the game will end. Well, so that's basically the story. The king's sleeping right now, and you're the shade, the last bit of the king's power. It has been 105 days ago since I installed the game, so it's been running idle for 295 days. The game, sorry, 105 days. The trick about this game is, the game will continue even when it's off, even when it's exited. So the time still passes in the game. If you set the shade to go somewhere in this giant vast cavern network by remembering one of these locations, it will do that even if the game is off. So right now we're actually going to go visit. So this is the shade's home. We have been slowly excavating it out on the left, as you can see, with our trusty mattock. We're also trying to find all instrument parts. We've only found 3. We need all 4 before you can actually do cool stuff. We also have a nice table here where we can try to draw something. Sadly, we've ran out of paper, so unfortunately we do have some dies. Not all of them. We only have the first 3, but unfortunately we don't really have plenty. We can also sit here. What is that? Did the game just crash? Oh no. Oh no, what just happened? Did the game just crash? It did, didn't it? Oh. Really? Really? What just happened? That is so bizarre. That should not have happened. Okay. Yeah, it looks like the game crashed. Oops. That has never happened yet. This is so weird. I'm so sorry. I'll restart the game. That has never happened, not once. I played this game like 10 hours ish, because this game is like huge. But that has never happened. So let me actually fix that. Okay, it somehow messed up the full screenness. Okay, it should by default. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. Whew, wow, that was really bizarre. The game, it has never happened before. Anyway. So you can also read a book. One of the interesting parts is that if you like read a book the first time, it will actually speed up time. So there are ways to go fast. So for example, this book, see, each page turning costs you 1 minute down, so it speeds up time by 1 minute. These books are actually available from the Project Gutenberg, so these are available for free, added for free on the game. So you know, so you can just like rapid click and quickly go through a bit of time to try to fast forward. But then again, it's literally 400 days. So yeah, we're actually going to walk to one of the pages one of the places I've saved, which is the map room. because there's something I did at the map room, near the map room, and we're going to see if that has changed. So the guy's just gonna walk on its own. The game is interesting in that it is extremely unique in that the game asks us to do one thing that I don't think any other game does to this extent. It asks us to wait, to be patient, to give it time. The concept of this game in general, like inspired by the Kyffhäuser legend of the Sleeping King, but Anselm Peiter, the lead developer, wanted to explore the concept of, like, in present day most games are about instantly receiving the outcome that you're trying to reach, or at least not instantly. It's not about commitment, it's about objective and goal, reaching your goal and stuff like that, which is understandable. But what this game does is tries to instill the sense of long-term commitment to the player. The world record speedrun for this game is 40 hours. 40 and a half hours. That's the world record. So this game, you give it time. You give it time, you give it months of your life, and you make a connection with this game, with the shade, with exploring this vast world. And that's how you play the game. It's about a long-term commitment, and that's kind of beautiful in that these are the kind of experiments that you wouldn't see in AAA games or big budget games. These are the level of innovation that you can only see in indie games, which is also the main reason I love indie games so much. This door, the first time you open this door, it takes about 10 minutes to open. This is not the longest, this is not the slowest door to open though. There's another door that takes 2 hours. 2 hours to open. Real time, 2 hours. Also, yes, you can speed that up by returning to your home and reading books, but that's only one use. Like, I went through the Thus Spake Zarathustra book. If I go through the pages again, it won't reduce time because it's only one time. So there are limits to what it can do. So there are these little things, like you can use a magic that I found. Come on. I hope the king doesn't mind if I remove this crystal from the wall. It will take some time to break it off. Like I started, there's this other place in the map. Well, I will show you. There's this other place on the map where there are white crystals. I started breaking it yesterday. It took like 10 minutes. And the shade just told me it hasn't even done like half the work. So I just stopped. This is certainly not a game I would have normally played. So a real big thank you to Goethe to give me the opportunity to play these kind of games that I wouldn't have tried otherwise, but there are some poetic beauty in it that I wouldn't have realized otherwise, so you know. Everything in this game takes a long time to do. Walking from one room to the other takes, compared to other games, an agonizingly slow time, but that is the charm of this game. You start out really frustrated, as I did, and you're like, oh, the shade is so slow, why are you so slow? But then you connect with it, and it's nice, beautiful, and the music is just, the music's great. Sometimes the entire music goes quiet and you appreciate the extreme quietness of the cavern and the loneliness, the longing, as it is. I actually don't know how long it's gonna take this guy to break this thing. I don't think there's any breaking animation like Minecraft or anything, so just let's wait for one more minute, and if nothing happens, we'll move on to our map room. It's just like it's near here. It's I think 2 or 3 rooms beyond this door. While we're waiting, as always, I've made very little progress. Okay, so this will take some time, so we won't actually complete on this. We're gonna set up the question for the first question rather. And if you know the answer, you can just send your answer to that email. Yeah, I think we're going to move on. Come on, let's go. Let's take a walk. So you can take these like screenshots to remember rooms, and then you can just press the arrow key to actually go there, which is really helpful, because then you can just set the guy to go there. You can go do, let's collect this thing. I now have 15 gold, yay. Then you can just send the guy to go on their way, and you can go do other things like, you know, go cook some things or go eat some food or take a bathroom break. You can also close the door, close the game and do other things, browse, play other games, because this game plays in the background. Okay, it doesn't play in the background, it calculates the character position using data and stuff. I've seen all these places already, the same old caves, just as they were 100 days before. Well, yeah, you have. But that's why we're going to a new place today. We're trying to go to the mines. Pick up another coal. Very nice. Keep going. Let's go! I could also manually go there, but I don't actually remember the path. I'm pretty sure this... I mean, this is the way, but I don't actually remember the path quite as well. So yeah, here's the map. So this is the map room. The king is right there. We came up this stairwell. We went up here. This is where we were basically... Crude map. It would take some time to decipher it. It just takes like a minute of waiting. This is the room where we were breaking the crystal, then eventually gave up. Then we came this way, then turned this way, and now we're here. This is the map room of the map room. There's this door here. Beyond that was another door, like this one, and that one takes 2 hours real time to open. So, alright, now you'll see why it's called the map room. This is one of those games that I would say is not very stream worthy, but this game is less about playing and more about experiencing a very long novel where you're controlling this little guy, little character, and what they're doing. And there are multiple endings, so honestly, the concept is amazing. It is beautiful. The concept is beautiful. That door takes 2 hours to open, real time. So you got an idea. I do want to head to that door though, so I'm going to just... Life is slow. It is. But we're going to move on because I do want to go to the mines at least. And I will admit, I did look up the wiki for this game. Because, again, as I said, this is not really a game I would normally play on my own. It's just not my type of playstyle, but I see the beauty in it. And I like it. Anyway, let's continue to our next question while we're at it. Oh, fun fact. If you try to use like a cheat engine to speed up the game time, or try to use your computer's clock to change the clock to think that's how the game works, it would actually detect that and put you in like a single, like small room, and you'll have to click like 400 times to get free from it. So the game detects cheating. Come on. We can climb up here, right? I'm not actually sure if that's faster than walking around. It probably is. There we go. Come on. Alright. 2-hour opening door. The caves here are cold and desolate. They really are. Alright, let's go. We can go to the top, we can go to the bottom. This is actually the first time I've been here. Like I said, I only opened the door yesterday, so. When the music goes quiet, you can... Maybe there seems to be an old mine down here. Maybe a good place to find some useful things. Indeed. Indeed there is. Oh, by the way, this is the game at its maximum brightness, so... There's another one. There's another one? Okay. 20 coal. That's a minecart. Ooh, wood. That's good. Oh, you're building, or you're grabbing the minecart wood. Minecart track wood. Yeah, there we go. A piece of wood. I can't think of anything better to build than a comfortable bed. I'll also need some moss for that. So you need wood and moss for bed. I have some moss. There's no actual inventory, so when you have it, like, you can't just check how many of the things you have. Alright, here we go. Here we are at the mine. There's a matic down there. Oh my gosh. You already have a matic, but you can get more because the matics will eventually break. That support wall looks shady. Oh, hello. Welcome, Mitali Gupta. When we have to send answers at last? Yes, there are 3 questions. Speaking of which, let me actually enable the 3rd question so you can see that. If you have the answer to all 3 questions, you just send the answer to the listed email, and yeah. There seems to be no easy way down. Oh no. Well, okay then. This wall seems to be crumbling. Just a little. You don't suppose it would crash, do you? So this is the mines, like you'll actually have to wait until this support column gives way, which it does eventually as you like stand on it, giving it pressure. It takes like I think 5 minutes around that. And once you're done, you can then access the coal mine. There's also a sulfur mine. If you saw, there was like a yellowish mine room from the map room. There's also a sulfur mine here which you can gather, which is actually the yellow dye needed for the painting. So ow, how do you sit down? I know there's a way to sit down. I'm not actually sure. Not actually sure how do you sit down. Yeah, this thing is definitely moving. Pixel by pixel. Yeah, there's like dot crumbling down. Definitely crumbling. So like I said, not a very streamable game because you'll have to actually wait at this spot for like 5 minutes for the ceiling to collapse and to reach the bottom, the ground floor, the bottom floor, whatever, of the mine. There we go. I saw you bend. I saw you bend, you Y-shaped carved wood object. I wonder how these things are created. Are they like grooves cut into the base of the Y and you just fit the two side things from the side in the grooves and then just hold them up? I don't know. I actually don't know how you build like support columns for a mind for a mine. That's a really weird question that I've never thought about. Hmm. Interesting. There we go. Oh, you auto sit when there's nothing happening. Very nice. Oh, here's a fun thing. Like, if you try to break something before acquiring a matic, the shade says, "My nose in it isn't sharp enough to break this thing off with." And that's so adorable. Like, the thing, like, it thinks that, like, it can use its nose to break things. It's so adorable. Gosh, this guy's so adorable. If you the spruce up the shades like home, then time flows faster there because if you're at a place of comfort, time seems to go faster. Which is kind of, yeah. So it's in your best intents to try to make the your home better. So that's why you have the extra paintings. You can try to find more books. There's actually a library here. I haven't managed to find a way there yet, but yeah, there is a library here. You can also finish the musical instrument. I haven't found the fourth piece yet. I found two pieces just by randomly wandering around. Um, and we need to find more paper so we can, make more paintings. I also like put the shade on excavating a bottom floor, like a basement floor of the. Oh, there we go. Patience pays off after all. That's basically what this game is all about. Pick up all these nice wood pieces. Very nice. Pick up another wood piece. There we go. pick up another wood piece, and pick up another wood piece. There we go. No. No, 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 no. Come on. There we go. Alright, I apologize if you can hear sound in the background. Come on. Pick up the matic. Hey, we got 2 matics. Handy matic, useful for harvesting minerals and for breaking through fragile walls. Like my home. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can find... Oh, hello. What else was there? This game is all about patience. I really encourage you to at least try it out. It's, like I said, it's a long-term commitment. I think the usual... like I have no proof for this, I have no evidence for this, but I think the usual completion time for this game is about 5 to 6 months. I don't think many games can claim that long an average playtime, but and even the world record run of 40 hours, which is the world record, that one also cheeses a lot because it just has the shade stay inside the home and play the musical instrument constantly, because playing the instrument I think speeds up time by an hour every time you play it or something. So, you know, it is a bit cheesy to get the thing. Seems like there are some valuable minerals hidden in these walls. There is. Let's try to get some sulfur. Why not? Why not? This wall is not very hard, but a strange smell is emanating from it. Very nice. So, very little progress yet. So the game is all about, like, you set the shade to do something, and then you just close the game and go do your own thing, come back like an hour later and open it up and see, hey man, how's it going? That's basically what I did. Like I said, I was excavating the bottom floor, like a basement floor in the home. So I set it up last night, and I woke up this morning and I saw like dude dug like half a stairwell. That's great. I set it up again, and then I did some other things, came back after a few hours later, opened it up. Oh, you've done another stairway. That's great. Like, we haven't dug the rooms yet, but you know, we're getting there. We're halfway there. Very good. I missed the next text. Woo! Finally, wall gave up its minerals. Alright. This piece of sulfur. It smells horrible, but I'm sure I will find a way to make use of it. Very cool. Let's go to the coal mines, and I think we're gonna end up the stream. Like I said, I do encourage anyone who's watching this video to try out the game for themselves if like you're interested. I think like Steam has like a 2-hour or like 4-hour refund policy or something like that. Like, you should definitely like consider at least like trying out the game, and if you're into it, this is perfect. So as the coal mine, I'll need plenty for my fireplace at home. I would, except I can't actually turn on the fireplace because I need 1 more flint. It needs 2 flint to start a fire, and I just don't have any flint. I mean, I have 1 flint, so you know. So yeah, I guess we can try to head to our friend the face on the wall. And I think we're not going to go there. We're just gonna end the stream halfway through, I imagine. But we're gonna at least leave the mine, at least. So yeah, we have the coal mine, we have the sulfur mine. You can do your cool things you can acquire. It's really great. It's one of those games that you're like, nobody has ever done this, and you're that's interesting. It's certainly not exciting, but it's nothing if not emotionally engaging, which is really odd. but you feel for the guy. You feel for this tiny, yellow-eyed, sharp-nosed guy. It's just, you know, adorable AF. Insane. Adorable AF. Has like really, really like really what's the word? Really like mousy hair, which is again adorable. The hairstyle reminds me of myself because I usually don't do anything with my hair, and it's just like things sticking out there, and also has a bald spot which I'm also gaining. So perhaps I shouldn't try to see resemblance between myself and a yellow-eyed, spooky-looking little dude. But hey, I'm doing it, so relatable. Anyway, I think that should be it for this stream. You got a little teaser for. Ah. Yeah. Also, I completely lost track of thought because that. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, yes, to people of YouTube who will be watching this in the future, you got a brief look at the game of The Longing. This is how the gameplay is. If you're interested in it, if you, again, it's really one of those games that it's going to be a hit or miss. If it hits you, it's going to give you one of the most fulfilling experiences ever. If it doesn't, then it won't. It's one of those things, and I should encourage you to check it out. Thanks to Steam's refund policy, you should definitely try it out. And if it's not nothing your fancy, it's not your fancy. Anyway, that should be it for today's stream. We're just gonna leave the mine, and I'm going to close the thing. All right. So yeah, that was the game, The Longing. I hope you enjoyed the little teaser you got. The game music is still playing in the background. Yeah, right. And the game doesn't crash. The game really doesn't crash. I think I must have accidentally did some sort of weird key press that got everything weirded out. I suspect I may have pressed like something like some sort of like Windows key, hotkey or something that just messed up the game. The game is extremely stable because it's like very that kind of game. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to the live stream for Goethe Institute. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you too can long for this game. Okay, that was a terrible pun, but I couldn't resist. Uh, I hope everyone had a good new year, and I hope this new year is much better for you than the previous one. It's not a high bar, but just to be on the safe side. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again on the next stream next week at the same time, at the same place, at this channel, and we will play State of Mind.